These frogs ain't good for gigging. These frogs is good for riding.
Them ain't them eating frogs, them riding
That's
frogs.
right. That's right. That's right. What's up, guys? It's the Lemur King ToAsTaHPoP here, bringing you another episode of Ark Survival Evolved here on the Southern Dirt server. And we got a lot of cool things planned for today. But first and foremost, before we get into all that, we have finished our base. And it is time for the big reveal. Dun dun dun! Man, look at how cool it is. It's a castle, man. Castle Cleetus. And we got lights up. We finally got our lights up and we got those situated. If you guys come and check it out from the top, we have our aviary up there. You can just kind of fly down on in here, park your birds. It's got a front door, kind of looks like a shield, very medievally. But let's come on inside and take a look on the inside of the base, guys. See what we got going. All right, so I'm digging the hue, but when it gets really dark and there's no extra light coming through, it gets really purple in here. So I'm still working on some of the kinks in the chain. Put up these omnidirectional white lights to kind of give it more of like you can see more of the textures instead of it being so purple. It gets really bad at like 2 in the morning on Ark, but we got our basement here set up with our, I think, 14 vaults. We're gonna probably put up a couple more over here. We don't have everything quite set up yet. Our vaults are not organized, like these are completely empty. But the way that the system works is, oh, a little bit of lag. All right, the way that the system works is, if you're doing any farming, you'll bring your dino through the main gate. You'll come over here. I got a couple of different hatch frames. I'll probably add a few more. But right now, we have the one vault that we have named FedEx. And when we come down in here, we can access the vault, drop whatever from our run, access the dino, and transfer the inventory like so. Then we come down in here, down to our crafting area, and there's the vault right there. You can access the vault and then transfer your inventory over to your crafting items. Crafting structure, excuse me. But I was running into a problem, man. I got like this industrial forge, which has a ton of metal on it. Okay, not a huge deal. Put it right there. Oh, the goon squad is killing something outside. I'll have to show you guys the goon squad. But whenever I was, you know, transferring stuff like metal or before I had the industrial forge, but like anything that has a lot of weight to it, I was having trouble getting it from this location to that location. And I didn't want to move vaults closer. I didn't want to like put a line of vaults in the middle of the room just because I kind of like the room to be aesthetically pleasing. Oh man, it's getting real purple in here. So I got this guy, and I named him FedEx as well. And we just been pumping weight. He was pretty high level when I got him up to 312. But what I do is I just kind of crawl him around and then I'll hop off. Can you let me off? All right, hang on a second. Normally it's a little smoother than that. Hop off. There we go. And then I can transfer stuff to him and then walk him over to wherever we got to craft. But we've got the chemistry table that makes a ton of like spark powder and cementing paste. We'll just show you guys real quick. I only have 56 stone in here. Crafted 1, and it actually crafts 6. So that's really cool, man. Like the fact that it crafts so many, but it does have a threshold with how limited resources you can put in there. So like it crafted a little over half of the 56 stone that I had, and it will not continue to craft smaller amounts of cementing paste. You have to have everything kind of loaded in here, stacks and stacks, for it to do what it's supposed to do. But when it says it crafts 1, it crafts 6. So, and the same thing works with the spark powder and the gunpowder. So it's very efficient. Highly recommend you get one. The fabricator, I don't think we had that before last time we showed off the base. It's pretty self-explanatory. Everything takes gas, and you have all the different things that you can craft in here. Cooking pot, man, this thing is one of my favorite things. I've been making a lot of soap, which stores my organic polymer. Because you know, organic polymer, I got some in my inventory, has a spoil timer. So if you pop this in here, you turn it on, and it mixes with this oil to go ahead and make soap. Well, you might be wondering, how do I get my organic polymer back? Like, once it becomes soap, like, what is it good for? Well, the soap can clean off paint from structures, or I believe dinos as well. But also, if you come over here to the industrial grinder, and we'll go ahead and grab some gas to show you guys what it does. Come over here to the industrial grinder. 207. Oh yes. All right. You can grind resources down to their bare, to their crafting components. So wood becomes thatch. I think thatch might become fiber, something like that. But you can do it to drops that you don't need, like these weapons here. Just go ahead and show you. Grind all items. Boom. Ton of metal, some wood, thatch, and whatnot. Go ahead and turn it off. But you can grind down the soap, and it should turn it back into organic polymer. So that way, when you do your organic polymer runs, when you have extra, you just cook it up in the cooking pot, and you'll be good to go. Now the wiring for this base was a little tricky. I recommend that you center your generator and then build a grid. All of these tiles have a intersecting cable piece, and it goes all throughout the bottom. And as you can see here, my wiring looking pretty clean. And over here we got some of the lemurs. Java Pop, what's up, Java Pop? Hanging out on the smithy. Nessie Pop hanging out with Java Pop because they're good homies. We got all of our fridges here. Those are not quite organized yet. And if you come over this way, we'll show you what our base looks like at nighttime. I believe it is nighttime. Yep. Darkness has fallen, and we will show you guys how cool it looks at nighttime. Oh my gosh, man, look. We got the goon squad out there just killing all the raptors that come by. Let's see. Oh, look at this thing, man. Oh man, that's right. I gotta show you guys. Let me put on my... Let's show you guys this thing. It's like a rave in here, man. Look at this. Let's see. Cleetus, you're so ripped, bro. But yeah, man, this Tropignathus, or no, this, what are you again? What are you? This Tapihara, that's right. This Tapihara, I named him Tokyo, man. As soon as I knew that he glue like this, like it was a bunch of black lights, like, yeah, dude. I totally named him, Tokyo, like Tokyo Drift. But one last thing I want to show you guys before we, finish the base reveal. And I've been working on the lighting. The lighting is not quite finished. I want to add some more, exterior lights to kind of blend maybe some yellows or greens in with the purple. But I also have deactivate all pins. Alright, alright, alright. Red. And this place looks bad to the bone in the middle of the night. Oh, looks like B-Man's online. We'll have to go say hi to him in just a minute. But check it out, guys. Dude, the red looks amazing at nighttime. Oh my gosh, it looks dang old scary in there. Oh, I'm burning up. Cleetus is happy with all his hard work pays off. You know, I tell you, hard work always pays off. But yeah, man, I just wanted to show you guys what was going on with the base. You know, what stuff and things look like now since the last time I've shown you. And I'll put a link in the description to the build that I replicated and then slightly modified for my own personal sanity and also utility. But it was a great build, man. I'll have to I can't remember the guy's name who did it, but thank you for putting that video on the internet. I'll definitely give you a shout out in the description. And we just been taming a bunch of dilos out here for the goon squad. Looks like we got an egg. Have you? Thank you. Got a couple therizinosaurs, or excuse me, therizinosaurs. And of course our Tech Rex and our Tech Stego. But alright guys, we're going to probably wait for daytime, and we're gonna get into some frog breeding. So we'll be right back. Alright, logistics, you keep care of that base now. You know, my Tech Parasaur logistics on top of my base. She's in charge of logistics. But alright guys, we've got our frogs over here in this little pond. If you have never bred a frog before, if you try to make them, it'll say move them to water. So they've got to be completely submerged. Get my torch out because we're in the cover of darkness. But they got to be completely submerged in water in order for the mating to work. And it seems as though the frog eggs also have to be in water to hatch. And I did not have any trouble with like the temperature. Sometimes eggs won't hatch in the wrong temperature, but like that seemed to not be the case. I think they just have to be in water. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna whistle you. Get down from there, dude. Alright. We're gonna ride you over here. Right on the edge. Right where they're just kind of floating. Like they can't be sitting on the water, they have to be floating. And then we'll bring you up here as well. Where'd you go? Are you up here? Hello? Where'd my frog go? Oh, okay, you're right there. Whew. Fast, man. Alright, 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 alright. Y'all chill out. Right there. That's perfect. But I got my son here, Mason, with me. I thought he would think that this is pretty cool to kind of see the life cycle of a frog, man. Because I was reading stuff and things online, and they actually have tadpoles. So I don't think he's ever seen a tadpole in real life before. But we got these guys mating up. It's going to take just a few minutes in order to get the egg, and we will be right back when the time comes.
You ever lived in a wild?
Have I ever lived in the wild?
Yeah.
No, I've never lived in the wild. Oh man, they did it! Alright, down here. Let's see, let's get you to follow me over this way. Can you come up here, dude? Alright, you stay put, stay put. That is the egg. And in the daytime, it's definitely red. When you're under the water at night, it looks green. Alright. So here it is. And yeah, it's incubating, it's hatching. So it's got 11 minutes on the hatch, and then we will come back as soon as we get a little baby frog. Alright guys, we're back, and while we were away, the baby Beelzebufo hatched. So we need to hurry and claim it and get meat on it real quick. Gosh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh. Quick, put food on his inventory. Hey Mason, come here, dude. Look, put these goggles on so we can see. Look at the baby tadpole, man. Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, let's see how he's got his tail. So they start out with just tails. He's got little, you can see his little hands down there. They start out with just tails, and then they can grow arms and legs. As their tail becomes their body, it slowly disappears. So what we're gonna do is we're going to follow me, and we're going to swim up here. Oh my gosh, he's so adorable. Can he go on land?
Yeah.
No, he can't go on land yet. So if you tell them to follow you and you back up out of the water, they will stop at the edge. Let's get them to stop fall. You stay put. Because he can't yet. These creatures are amphibious, but right now, while he's still developing, oh, he's got little tiny back legs. While he's still developing, he can only stay in the water. So when he gets to be this size, this is what he's gonna look like when he's an adult. He'll slowly turn into that. Then he can go on land and in water and not have to worry about breathing because he's amphibious. He can live in both environments. Can you say amphibious?
Amphibious.
Alright, we're back, and this baby here wants care, and it looks like he wants to cuddle. Sweet. There we go. So with our increased stats, the imprinting process on these guys was is just a one imprint process. One cuddle or one special food will get him to 100% imprinting. But if you come over here, we got another egg going, and we will keep hatching eggs until we have several to choose from. And we're gonna pick the best and keep breeding. See if we can get super frogs. Alright guys, we're back and we're over here at our little safe enclave, man. Our little the safety of the breeding pool. Little frog nest. And at any second now, the egg should be hatching. And what we're kind of looking for, what we're kind of trying to do here is just create super frogs. So that female is the second generation, so we need to replace the male because he was just tamed wild. But if we can get a male, which we got one right here, and a female from this lot, as long as their stats are an improvement and not as good as her stats and his stats, then we'll have our two new parents that we can start breeding super frogs with. We got to be careful. The level cap's 450, and we don't want to have to like recycle low level dinos in to keep the levels down while keeping the stat mutations. But we're not really going to get into it a whole lot. We're just going to try and like basic level up these frogs through breeding. But just any second now, we're going to have a new little baby tadpole. Oh my gosh, he's so tiny. And it's kind of cool to see him compared side by side. So let's go ahead and claim this guy. Claim you. Alright, now we need to get food on him. Oh, stay there. Don't move. Yep. You stay put. Alright, so both of the males that have inherited all the good stats are the same color. as each other and the original male from this whole breeding process. Because the bloodline's pure. Got them pure blood.
Tainted.
So how are them Sarcos coming, man?
I mean, good. I'm just waiting on them to get old enough to breed again, so I don't know if that's going to be a tonight thing.
Yeah, it's getting late. But Mandudeyus got a... Can't see it now, but Mandudeyus got a Sarco with a red stripe down his back, a mutation, and I got this red little baby tadpole frog. So we're gonna see if it's worth keeping, see what the mutation is, but we're gonna keep. I'm personally, I don't know about you, Mandudeyus, but dude, I am like 4 generations, maybe 5 generations in right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're about to the end of the stat line. I think that you could get on those frogs, those 2 starting frogs.
Yeah, I think I just need, like, I feel like this female over here, she's got all the good stats that I want.
Right.
And those males over there have all the good stats as well. So from this point forward, if anybody needs a frog, I'll just mate
You
those
just
2.
breed them, yeah.
It'll still have a chance to have not all the max stats, but it'll have the highest chance, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think they have to inherit stats from one or the other. So if they both have the stats you look for, then all the offspring should have those stats. Because I think that's where I got to with the Megatherium. Like, they all were popping out at the same level, like 273 or whatever.
Mm.
And there's probably some Garbo stats in there. I know they had high weight. Because they were at like 1900 weight or something.
Yeah, and I didn't Dodo Dex before I did any of this, so I didn't like see if my wild dino stats were super great. I just tried to get the highest stats that were available to the tames that I had.
Right. Same. Found the highest level Sarcos I could find. But then if we find another high level Sarco that has a good stat, then we could breed that in. You know what I'm saying? Or frog, too.
Right. We could add it to the bloodline.
And I'm also like genuinely curious what happens if you breed like a lower level frog that has decent stats. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how all that works. Or try and breed out one of the stats, make it lower. I don't know.
I mean, my guess is the level would drop, but the stats would remain.
Stay the same.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like over here with these Sarcos. Like the highest level one I have is not the best one because it has like 10k food and like more weight than the other ones, but doesn't necessarily have the melee damage that looks good or the stamina that looks good.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting how it works and kind of a headache. And I mean, not kind of a headache, it is a headache.
So Mandudeyus and I have been breeding tonight for probably like 2 or 3 hours now, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, since I got on, really.
Yeah. And Mandudeyus has actually been breeding for almost a week straight. So
Yeah. Yep.
I am personally about ready to not do this anymore. I don't know about you.
Well, at least, I mean, yeah, you got to take a break, but like next time I get on, I've been breeding the theisland, right?
Mhm.
The wild one and whatever. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 eggs that I can hatch. So I figure if I did that all at once, raise them all to maturity, and then pick the best out of that, then I'd probably have some pretty decent. Oh.
Yeah.
And we still didn't even hatch the Quetz eggs.
Oh, dude, I forgot about the Quetz eggs. I don't know. That endeavor might be a little futile because we don't have high level Quetzes really.
Right. But they could be better than the ones that we have.
Right. This is very true. I'm hanging on. I'm hanging
Hold on now, we going in the water.
Oh, there we go. Oh. It looks so good, man, with the red stripe on it.
Dude, it's actually pretty quick on the ground too.
Yeah. You can definitely tell he's faster than a regular Sarco. He's almost faster than me. Put my flippers on, I'll catch you. Oh, I got him. Come here. Where you go? Come here, let's race. I got my flippers.
Where you at?
Behind
you want to head up towards my base?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you a head start.
Alright, and go. Bro.
You want me to sprint?
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, there's the jellyfish. You know what? It's time for them guys to get on out of here. Alright, guys. We got a Basilosaurus 182 while we're breeding. And we're going to see if we can tame him up. Wait. What? It is in last taming slot to feed. Does he not eat biotoxin?
I don't know.
What? I could have sworn.
I don't know, bro.
Hang on. Hang on a minute. Raw prime meat. You got any prime, bro?
Nah, did Megalodon drop it?
Sometimes.
I got raw fish meat.
Yeah. Hang on. I think I just killed a Bronto.
You just killed a Bronto, didn't you?
Yeah. Alright, so if you guys don't know, these things, Basilosaurus, are usually followed by a ton of manta. And they are really good tames. Oh god, I forgot he does this, dude. He's about to aggro everything. That red smoke that comes out of his mouth, it draws everything to you. I should have brought the Megalodon.
I don't see nothing.
Well, he's gonna do it again the next time I feed him. So if anything spawns in, or if we move to another area. Wait till it's hungry again. But anyways, these things will keep you warm. They will, they have lots of health and damage, supposedly. And they don't get shocked by the jellyfish, so you can use them to take out the Nidaria.
And they can't get grabbed by the giant squid, right?
That's right. That's right. They can't get grabbed by the giant squid. Oh, I forgot to film it, but we did it. There he is. Oh, yeah, we did it just now. Oh, man. Dude, when you hit your inventory screen while you're underwater, your dude's hair goes all crazy everywhere.
Does it?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Does he create oil?
Who?
He's got oil on his inventory.
He must, dude.
No way. Maybe. We'll see.
Dude, my doo-doo machines do.
So anyways, dude, oh my god, dude, look at his health, bro. 20,640 out the gate.
No way.
1,500 stamina, not bad. 42,000 food. Because that's important.
We love that.
1,300 weight. 320 melee damage. 100% movement speed.
Oh, I gotta give you these eggs back.
Oh, I thought you put them on my bird.
Oh, I should have. Are you going back over to the little hole?
Yeah, if you want to just chuck them in the hole.
Yeah, I'll be back over there in a sec.
Alright. Let me hop on this bird. Can I hop on you, bird? Okay, you know what? Bird just followed me to shore. Alright. We got our Basilosaurus. We got one more generation of frogs to breed. Hours and hours later. It's been hours and hours, guys. Hours and hours. And we're going to get up one last generation of frogs to see if we've done it. To see if we've made the highest level frogs that we can possibly make from breeding. and we'll be
The
right back.
perfection of amphibians.
That's right. That's right. These frogs ain't good for gigging. These frogs is good for riding.
Them ain't them eating frogs, them riding frogs.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I think you might have more eggs down here, bro.
Oh, dude, I forgot to. They just been mating. Okay, well, we're gonna raise 4 frogs and we're gonna see if we've done it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Woo, woo.
All right, guys, we're back. Hang on a second. Let me take off my mask.
Alright guys, we're back. And we've spent a lot of time breeding, but it has paid off. Alright, so what we got right here, I think these are the guys that we're going to go ahead and give to the other tribe members. They are 100% identical clones of the dad, with the dark coloration and the white stripes with the blue-ish color on the inside. We got our 3 parents here, and they've actually got some pretty cool colorations. They're the only females with the high HP, stamina, and melee damage stat all in one. And then, of course, this is the clone, just like all those males over there. So these are the only 2 females with separate colors that turned out good. And then we have, of course, our mutated red frog. And I think his mutation is in food. So it's not a huge deal. We're going to keep him anyways. I think that's the one I'm going to ride around because he looks really cool, man. Like, it just looks awesome. And of course, we'll have one of these darker colored frogs for our base as well. These guys just popped out. And although they really have cool coloring, sadly, they will probably not make the cut. I mean, really, they're not that bad. They've only got, like, just like a little bit less melee damage. Like, I don't know, like 100 less. Which, I mean, in the long run with frogs is kind of a big deal. Because they only get, like, 8 points per stat boost or whatever. 8 points of melee per stat point you put in. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for today, guys. Man, what a day. We got our frogs done, bred to max capacity on the stats. We got our surprise Basilosaurus. Mandudeyus made headway on the Sarcos. It's just been a really productive day, guys. And I think it's time to bring it to a close. So bring it in, guys. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see and you'd like to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, ding that notification bell. And if you go out there, survivors, in the treacherous world of Ark, don't die. Keep surviving. And if you do die, recover your shit. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.